Good morning. Good morning, everyone. And I hope everyone is enjoying this great morning, depending on the location where you are. Those are some, at this time it is midday or evening. Yeah, I'm making a presentation on strategic planning, implementation, and evaluation. Um, Mganga David. So we shall look at this in parts. We shall have a number of parts, 1 to 2, and each part will run for 10 minutes. So to get it all, you have to look at this at the following parts too, as we look different sections of strategic planning, evaluation, and implementation. So to begin with, we want to know, when we are looking at strategic planning, our first thing is to ask ourselves, what is a strategy? What is organization strategy? What is a business strategy? And in simple terms, these are plans, long-term plans, let us say 2 to 5 years or 10 years plans of business and organizations with different business options or organization options they can take to achieve the organizational goals. And that strategy goes along with the allocation of resources. Let us go and have an overview of the strategic planning. Why do people need to do strategic planning? They realize, of course, there are challenges they are meeting. Some organizations want to sustain the gain, they want to promote innovation, they want to promote invention. All this leads you to start thinking about doing strategic planning. So, before you start thinking about strategic planning or to do a strategic plan, you need to ask yourself basic questions. There are four, and I have example of them down, which you can look at. These questions ask you a lot of things to deal with the things that you need to plan about, to do a plan for as organizations, as business entities, companies, ventures, schools, name it. The first question would be, where are we now? So you should know where you are, your position. So understanding yourself, doing internal analysis is the first thing you can think of to determine what level you are and what level you want to go or you want to be and what things you really like. Are you catching up with the current trend and situation where you are operating? Are you making profits? Are you making advances in solving people's problems, if it is organizations, non-profit organizations? Yes, these are some of the things. Then from there you need to ask a second question: where are we going? After doing an internal analysis, after understanding your situation analysis, then the next question would be asking yourself, where are you going? Where do you want to be? In what position? What areas do you want to improve? Where areas that you need to reduce for you to realize your position? These are two important questions for us to do analysis and see different options that we can be taking. So we start thinking of different options that could lead us into performance. The third question is, what is going to get us in our way? What is going to get us in our way in terms of achieving? Then you look at different options that can limit your attainment of your goals. This could be strategic goals. This could be business options that you need to advance. This could be organization challenges that may limit you in attaining organization goals or organization vision in that matter. Then you look at Your way of means that you committed. This is why you look at your vision, you look at your mission. Then the next question will be the last one. What do we need to do to get there? This is a very serious question. What sort of resources, what sort of capacity, what sort of systems that you need to put in place for you to go to that place you need to go, or to achieve that destination, that goal that you have been looking at. If it is an organization, non-government organization, you may think, do we have enough resources? What resources do we need to attain, and how can we attain those resources for us to be able to implement the activities? If it is an organization, what things that do you need to have in organization to produce, to improve on the services that are acceptable to the community and are solving community challenges? So those are some of the questions that you need to understand. Then let us see what sort of strategy that needs to align with organization process or development process within the organization, within the business entity. This is cross-cutting, whether organization, whether NGO, non-profit organizations, or government, or companies, multinationals, regional corporations all need strategies. Now, as you develop your strategy and mission, so you have to align your strategy with the leadership team that is going to implement your strategy. You need to align your mission with the vision and vision and mission. So that mistake on the strategy, I said yes, there are other strategies, that bigger strategies. You can also align with national strategies. How is your strategy going to align with the national strategy? Because there's national development plans, they have strategies. How are these, your vision and the national strategy aligning? How is your mission, vision aligning with the strategy you are developing? That's when I said align with the mission and strategy. I mean at national level, if at regional level or global level, how are you aligning to be coherent, and then they would deliver on your promises. Then we look at another aspect that you can align your strategy is to align with the whole organization. These different departments should be aware, and how are they going to deliver on the strategies? How are they going to deliver on different strategic goals? This calls for everyone to be on board as an organization. So organization takes it ahead as an organization document that needs everyone on team to work together to deliver. Then inputs. Here we look at external as well as internal analysis. We begin with internal analysis, where we need to emphasize, where use, for example, use of SWOT, it looks at internal analysis as well as it looks a bit of external analysis, though not detailed. It looks at opportunities, it looks at threats, it looks at strengths, which are more internal. It looks at, do you have the financial capacity? Do you have the enough resources? Do you have the systems? These are internal. Weaknesses. It also looks at internal weaknesses of the organization that are failing or hindering to attain the objectives of the organization, and what are those things that the company organization is lacking. Is it lack of enough resources? Is it lack of technical knowledge? Is it lack of systems in place? These are things that need to be put in place, and then you can strengthen the organization. Therefore, organization, for example, organization may have a weakness that they don't have a strategic planning